Why is nutrition especially important as we age? We have an incredible professional in the studio today. Stick around.
Welcome to Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, your guide to navigating home health care with confidence. Hosted by Andrea Albertini, founder and CEO of Horizon Care Services, an industry leader in private duty home care in South Florida. To learn more, visit horizoncareservices.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I am Andrea Albertini, your host for Senior Care Made Simple podcast. Joining me today, Doris Muscarella, my co-host.
Hello, everyone.
We have an incredible professional today, the best nutritionist in South Florida. And so welcome, Christine.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to share the magic of dietetics with you and with the audience. I'm Christina Raphael. I am a humble CEO of CSR Nutrition. It's a medical nutrition therapy company that provides medical nutrition therapy for individuals and facilities. And those facilities include long-term cares, ALF, SNFs. We also do telehealth for one-on-one. We do mobile clinics with amazing Horizon Care. And we're so glad that we were so fortunate to have worked alongside you, and to have served our beautiful geriatric population. Very, very, very blessed. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, welcome. So, Christine, since we're talking about nutrition today, why is nutrition especially important as we age? Because I know that people have problem in not addressing nutrition. I don't hear that very often. We do that at Horizon Care Services to all of our patients that are coming in, but I don't hear that outside my company. It's very interesting.
But question for you. You're talking about nutrition, but what's the difference between a senior nutrition and a younger person?
So nutrition is nutrition. It doesn't matter what age you are. It is very vital. It's very important for us, for a human being, for our bodies. But as we age naturally, life just changes. Our body gets used more. We lose muscle mass. We are just even at a more higher risk for certain chronic diseases. And I always say that nutrition, though it is very, very, very important for older adults, it starts when you're young. It really starts when you're young. Your bones need all the nutrients that you get, and your muscles, you need all the exercises that you need during the prime time where you're able to build. Because when we get older, unfortunately, our body starts wasting away. That includes muscle mass, bone mass. So it is extremely, extremely important. So proper nutrition helps maintain strength, immunity, and independence. Good nutrition is, again, highly encouraged throughout life, but especially important as we age.
So what's the biggest misconception about nutrition for older adults?
One misconception is eating less or supplementation. So people think of eating less is normal or even better with age. It's wrong. We actually need more nutrients, certain nutrients, as we age, because we're more at risk for malnutrition as we age. And therefore we need to, and our body is not building anymore, it's depleting. So you need to compensate for a lot of stuff, a lot of the nutrients that has been wasted. So protein is very important. A lot of our older adults, just because of the dental issues or chewing issues or swallowing issues, it's one of those nutrients that are usually neglected. Supplementation. Do you guys take supplementation?
Oh, I do.
Absolutely.
I have two drawers full of vitamins.
What do you think of that?
I love everything. I take it. I sit down with my doctor, which should be sitting down with you instead of my doctor. So shame on me. We're going to need to make an appointment so you and I can go over my nutrition, which is overdue.
I'd love to
I
do
did
that.
lose some weight, but, still working on it. So that's really, really important because we do that with our clients over here. But I also have to do it myself. So I'm preaching. I should be doing, right?
I don't know, is that like a dietitian thing or what? But I am like not a big fan of weight loss for the sake of weight loss. Is that weird to say?
Yes.
No?
Okay.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Of
I
course,
feel
because
like
it's like, when you're a mechanic, your car's falling apart, but yet you take care of everybody else.
oh geez, no.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I'm not, but you're right. I think you're right.
Bad analogy.
It is. I mean, for me, you have so many obese people in the world. Especially in this country, you have so many. So I think that nutrition is important, but it's also important for people to live healthy.
So I'll tell you what I mean exactly by this. I mean that my focus is always, how are you feeling? How are you eating? Are you eating what is needed? Is the goal for you to eat well, feel good, and as a result, you will lose that weight? Or is my goal is the weight loss, and therefore I'm depriving myself of all those nutritious and healthy foods that my body actually needs? What is it?
It has to have a balance.
Agreed.
And, I have lost weight going to a nutritionist years ago before you and I reconnected. Because you and I know each other for almost 20 years. Oh my God, can you believe that?
You're dating yourself. You're dating yourself.
She is so incredible. And when I met her, the things that she does, not only with the elderly, but any age, her nutritionist approach is so incredible. That's why we kind of got her involved with our own patients at Horizon.
Thank you so much.
So question for you. What are the most common nutrient deficiency you see in seniors?
Oh, that's going to take me right back to the supplementation.
Really?
Yeah. Because now let's talk about supplements just for a little bit. Did you know that supplements get absorbed differently from food than pills?
Yes.
Oh, I love you, Andrea. So they do. It has to do with the bioavailability of certain nutrients, and certain nutrients are being inhibited by the absorption itself being inhibited by certain other nutrients, or being the bioavailability increases with combination with certain nutrients. So one thing that we always say is eat your food, eat your nutrients, don't swallow them. They're not pills. So if you can eat them, don't supplement them. If you can't, or because of any chronic or any medical condition you can't, or because of any procedures that you've had, you can, then you must be supplemented. And that takes me to your question. What are the most common nutrient deficiencies that I see? And I can certainly tell you B12. Just because of the gut and how, I'm going to say it, we get old. Our bodies get old, and the flora, your gut flora is not the same. Your absorption is not the same. It's a fact that we have to unfortunately accept. Our bodies don't function the same. So therefore, we don't necessarily absorb things as we used to. So sometimes we do need supplementation. So supplementation is important when it is needed, not because when it's wanted, when it's needed. So protein is one of the things that we don't see a lot. And it's because of the same thing that we were just talking about. Maybe
Right.
it's teeth issues, chewing, swallowing, or taste. My goodness, our taste buds, they get worse with time. They do. It is what it is. People sometimes just lose appetite for foods because they don't taste as savory as they used to taste before. So that's the problem. Going to bone and bone resorption and the loss of density in our bone. Vitamin D is important. Calcium is very important. And I say both of them together, vitamin D and calcium together, not one or the other, because both of them support bone health. Fiber. Oh my God, fiber. Are you guys being supplemented? Tell me that. Yes, please. We don't share if you don't want to. That's fine. But fiber is very, very important, and it's one of those things that you have. One of the nutrients that are very, very, very common when it comes to deficiencies in older adults.
So how can seniors maintain a balanced diet if they have decreased appetite and their taste changes?
Herbs, please, not salts. That's the secret. Herbs.
Really?
Yeah. I would say seasoned out of it. Season it. But to your liking with herbs, they build you, right? They're nice, they're healthy, they're holistic, they're from earth rather than salts. Salts, everybody knows what salts do. You get those with, medical conditions. They can't really have a lot of salt. So it's really like that revolving door. I can't have salt because of a medical condition, but I need salt because it makes the food taste a little bit yummier and I can eat it. So just let's get salt out of the equation and we can focus on herbs. The rosemary, the thyme, the cilantro, the parsley, those beautiful, aromatic foods, cinnamon. Oh my God. There's a lot of cute things nice things that we can have.
This podcast is created to young adults like us who has elderly parents.
Agreed.
Right? And a lot of times they don't live with mom and dad. And they have notices that mom and dad are not eating well. Maybe they're losing weight. Maybe their coloring is different. Maybe they come into their home and they'll go in the refrigerator to grab something to eat or a bottle of water. And they notice there's barely anything in the refrigerator, right? So I think that is one of the points that I want the listeners to understand. It is time to have a conversation with mom and dad and maybe bring a nutritionist in, because nutritionists play a very big part on your mental status.
I'm mature. I refuse to call myself a senior. So during the years, I'm not able to eat meats or able to eat anything, red meats or certain things. But you stressed protein. So if I can't eat that, what do you recommend I do to supplement the protein?
I think you have to see somebody for individualized care plan. You have to. People are different. Your acceptance to food is different. Do you like beans? Do you like legumes?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you like meat alternatives? Do you like chicken? Do you like fish? So it really depends on each and every one of us. We're all different. We eat differently, I feel like part of it is exploring different options and different ways to cook the same thing. Oh my God. I feel like cooking and getting really in the kitchen and making food fun. Food is fun.
It is. I love it.
Play
but if
with
I'm not
it.
motivated to cook. I hate cooking.
Then, I don't know, do you like watching chefs cook?
I like to watch them.
Good.
And I like to place an
Hibachi
order.
places, hello.
Order delivery.
Oh, no, I think watching people cook and the fun of it, those hibachi places, they throw things in the air, the eggs and the fish and whatever. It makes it fun. It makes me want to eat whatever he's cooking. And I feel like that could help a lot. Also, groups, it helps a lot when we're in a group. It has been proven that people actually eat better when they're in gatherings. I can say that, oh my God, I am the very last person to leave a plate at a gathering. I don't know why. I just double eat.
If I am in a gathering, I am the last person who's going to eat anything.
Oh,
I may pick.
no.
That's it. It's unbelievable. I have had many parties at my house with
I'll
my
eat your
chef.
food.
and I was, my husband used to walk around with a plate for me. Hey, honey, you got to eat something. You got to eat something. Interesting.
Next time,
But
I'll
I
shadow
get
you
it.
so I can eat your plate.
So I'm in a budget. I'm a senior. I'm in a budget. What do you recommend we do when we go shopping?
There is a whole lot of things that we can eat even on a budget. Just stick to the basics. Stick to the practical solutions where you can meet nutrient needs without overspending. So focus on beans, lentils, eggs, vegetables. I feel like these are more affordable options.
They are.
We don't have to stick to the fancy ribeye or the fancy filet mignon. We can do a little bit more affordable foods. Also, even a vegetarian person can still get their protein through mixtures of certain nutrients. Rice and beans, when they mix, they're a great alternative, though they do miss certain nutrients that we need to get from meats. At that point, maybe we can consider supplementation. But again, when it comes to one person is food and what they like and what they don't like, it is really, really personal. And it is, everybody has his own hearty food.
Absolutely.
Right? So focus on that. Maybe we can, you and I actually get a talk after this. I like that.
I know. I have your number on speed dial now.
Great. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
We all gonna be calling Christine and say, okay, Christina, and say, hey, listen, we need we definitely need an assessment, and we're going to get everybody in Horizon Care Services and Elder Care Finders and everybody going on nutrition's here.
We're here, Dietitian Horizon, all the way, all the way, all the way.
So I have a question. How can nutrition support brain health, especially for dementia, memory loss, Alzheimer's?
So it all goes back to what I was telling you earlier, is that we need to start early. We get to start early, but we're here, right?
Right.
Good balanced diet is very, very important. Food that is rich in omega-3, B vitamins, all of them, the 6, the 9, the 12, all of them. Antioxidants are really good. And they're usually in fruits and very colorful vegetables. So yay, we can eat them, Beautiful strawberries. Who doesn't like nice red plump strawberries?
Absolutely.
Right. So antioxidants are amazing. They definitely support brain health. According to the National Library of Medicine and the Nutrition Care Manuals, which are where all dietitians should be practicing evidence-based dietetic from, they say that nutrients like vitamin E, folate, B12, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids have been linked to better cognitive function, though dementia is not a thing that we can reverse or we can 100% prevent from a dietetic or nutrition perspective. It has a lot more factors than just nutrition. We can say that those vitamins we just mentioned do help with cognitive health. So again, while no food prevents dementia, research does show that certain mind foods rich in fish, nuts, whole grains, berries, and leafy greens may help delay the decline and may improve quality of life.
So, I read a book about a year ago about dementia because my mother has it. So I read a book about it, and it was written by 2 doctors. And it was a belief that if your grandmother had dementia, you were going to get dementia. And it was in the family, like they said. These 2 doctors did a study, and reinforcing what you're saying, it also has to do with environment. Where do you live? How do you eat? There were a lot of different variables with respect to mental health and all this stuff. Very, very interesting. And nutrition was on the top.
It is very important, but just exactly as you just mentioned, it's one factor in many. And
Correct.
dementia, I can speak for my perspective, my scope of practice as a dietitian. It's not to be healed by just nutrition.
Correct.
It's not reversible through nutrition.
Correct. Now, there's a lot of seniors that have dental issues or difficulty chewing to get, how, if they can't eat the steak or the filet mignon, how could they get proper nutrition by talking about the protein?
Yeah. This is actually a very heavy topic on my heart because I've seen it. I see every single day in our facilities and with our beautiful older adults. And it's inevitable, unless we get those teeth fixed, maybe. Other things contribute, with that dental issues. There are also the swallowing issues. Unfortunately, there's some sort of compromise and an understanding and acceptance of how our bodies are just going to get older and change.
Right.
You get the wrinkles, we try our best to hide them, and we get the white hair, and
the
we
Botox
try,
and
we
everything.
try very hard. I can speak for myself. But our bodies get older. And the one fact that we can't run away from is that. What we can do about it is, one, just give yourself some grace. Know that it's a beautiful life that we're living, and my body needs the nutrients. If I unfortunately have to accept a chopped salad rather than, a full salad that I'm used to eating, or minced meat rather than just biting that, ribeye off the bone, then unfortunately we have to accept that with beautiful life that we live. We've lived and we continue to live, by God's grace, beautiful, beautiful life. So just embrace it. Give your body those nutrients that it needs it any way it needs it. You can smoothie it, yogurt, right? There are a lot of yogurts out there that you can just mix and blend all these beautiful veggies in it. A lot of the fish are like salmon and high fat foods. They're softer to chew. Cooking things a little bit, till they get mushy or soft. That helps too. So definitely it's
Right.
inevitable, but we can go around it.
one of the most challenging thing, and I'm talking for myself, right? For my personal experiences, is menus, right?
Yeah.
I had a nutritionist come to my house, tell me, I want to see your pantry. I want to see your refrigerator.
Right.
And we went through the pantry, the freezer, the refrigerator, and we actually removed everything that it wasn't healthy for me. And then we made a list of foods. She worked a monthly menu for me. So it's much easier when somebody has a menu for you based on the amount of calories, protein, and that you need to eat. I want you all to know that when it comes to nutritionists, it's almost like mental health. Nobody wants to talk about it.
No.
But it is important to talk about it, right? So there is a way that is less complicated. Because you got to remember, you're talking about so many foods, so many spices, you're talking about some people are vegetarian. Like my sister's not a vegetarian, but she doesn't eat red meat. I mean, she will, not often, right? She rather stick to vegetables and chicken and things like that. So make it easy for yourselves and make an appointment with your dietitian. I know there's some blood work too. They have to be done. There's some blood work that you can do to check your levels of vitamins, protein, and so on and so on. Don't get all like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this. No, stop, breathe.
Right.
Call a dietitian. It is not expensive. Invest on your health. And that dietitian can basically custom, based on what your eating habits are. What time do you eat? Are you hungry in the morning? I have a lot of people that I know it's not hungry in the morning. Sometimes I'm starving in the morning. Sometimes I'm not. It all depends what I ate for dinner.
Agree.
And how early I ate for dinner.
Yeah.
And people don't think about that.
No. And that's why we're here.
Exactly.
At Horizon.
Yeah, exactly. What you don't know, you don't know. So do know. It's very important.
So, Christina, what are the top 5 foods you recommend every senior to include in their diet?
So we were just talking about protein. So anything that is high in protein, beans, meats, if we can get to either or. Definitely fatty fish, specifically salmon, because it's really rich, not just in protein, but again, it goes back to the omega-3 for the heart, for the hormones, for your brain health. So it's very, very essential. Greek yogurt is one of those things too that are very, very important. The probiotics, it's so good for your gut health. Beans, again, they're just affordable, good alternate for meats for our friends that are vegetarians or vegans. They're really, really good, affordable option. They're higher in fiber, they have protein, they have folate, and leafy greens, my best friends. They have to be everybody's best friend. Full of vitamins. They have the C, they have the K, they have vitamin A, the antioxidants. They're really good for your cognitive health and for your bones.
I'm
Please,
an avocado
my
fan.
Oh, I love you. I love
I
you.
have an
Me
avocado
too.
every morning.
I love
Yeah,
avocado.
women,
but
we need
they're fatty.
avocados. We need avocados, women. Oh, my Lord.
But, you're
too.
supposed to have like a slice of avocado, not the whole avocado.
I'm going to go with like half an avocado.
Yeah, I eat the whole thing.
I eat the
I'll
whole thing.
sneak the other
but they're
half too.
small, though. They're small. I mean, I think that, I love it to have the little avocado and I do a little scrambled eggs with some cheese in the morning.
Yes.
And I'm good to go into lunch,
Yeah.
Especially that we are in our healthcare industry, we're always running. We're running here, we're running there. And, sometimes, yes, we are. I know you're going to yell at me, Christina, but, sometimes, I end up at Taco Bell. I
love you. I won't yell.
Sometimes it's chicken
You
filet.
need to read the reviews about Taco Bell. You'll never go there again.
Oh, I don't go often. I mean, maybe twice a year, maybe.
I am
But
totally not against any foods. Enjoy it, but not.
No. But I mean, I'm just saying for us, it is important. Like I know that a lot of you that work in the office, you can pack a cooler.
Right,
So
not
once
us.
you have a plan with your dietitian,
Yeah.
you can pack a cooler and put all the ingredients that you want in there and take it to work. But some of us are mobile. Like I'm mobile. I'm on the
Yeah.
road most of the time, and so are you,
Yeah,
Christine.
yeah.
So that makes it very difficult for us. If we still pack a cooler, and maybe park in a shade somewhere.
Can I? So, Andrea, a matter of fact, I do actually have a lot of clients who are on the road, like you and I. They're business women, beautiful business women and businessmen. And the one thing I always say is that give me your route. We usually have a pattern, don't you?
Sure, of
I
course.
usually have a pattern where
Right,
I'm
sure.
at a certain area I'm in, and we would go as far as even Taco Bell. We'd be like, okay, you stop at Taco Bell. What are the better options that you can have at that place? So a dietitian who knows you, who consult with you one-on-one, is able to help you customize your own plan to fit your lifestyle. It might not be the quote unquote, right? Sorry for all the stigma about like clean food, healthy food, good food. We're going to put that aside. What is good for you? What fits you? And that is the magic of having your own dietitian. People out there, please go see your own dietitian. She will make it happen. Or he will make it
on
happen.
Invest
yeah,
on it.
you
It's
need
worth
to.
investing on it. Absolutely.
So, what role do you see nutrition playing in healthy aging and independence?
Oh my God, the biggest of it all, nutrition and physical activity are very central. They are. Together, they help prevent the muscle mass loss that we were talking about, the muscle
Absolutely.
wasting. Remember, I always say that like we don't just walk with our bones. Like people think, I walk with my tendons and bones and they move me. Your muscles, though I pray I'm not wrong, one of my beautiful physician orthopedics had explained to me that bones don't carry our skeleton. It's your muscles. And if you do not have enough muscle mass, you're going to end up with all those bad bone issues. Because now, guess what? Your weight is being carried on your bones, on those joints. But if you have the muscle, the good muscle mass, the workout, the good healthy food, you're supported. You're highly likely will have less issues. So definitely both of them help preserve our muscles, prevent us from falls, right? Andrea, how many people do you get from falls?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, my
a
Lord.
lot. So, we get a lot of calls from the hospitals that they admit a patient, but they are, for fall precaution, they want us to have a caregiver there with them.
And there's always that dilemma of, did they fall and break their hip, or did they break
absolutely.
their hip before they have fallen and therefore they fell? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We really don't know until now, like which happened, the chicken or the egg.
Absolutely.
And it's all because of, again, nutrition.
It's very important. Nutrition.
Very, very important. So,
Well, I want to thank Christina Raphael
Thank
for
you.
coming to our podcast today and share her experience and allow me and Doris also to share our experience as well. Senior Care Made Simple podcast. If any of you have a question, if any of you want to send an email asking us to talk about anything, please email us at seniorcaremadesimple@gmail.com. seniorcaremadesimple@gmail.com. Thank you very much, Christina Raphael. Thank you very much, Doris Muscarella.
As always, thank you.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us today.
Thank you.
We love having you, and thank you for all of our listeners and our followers. We have some more exciting episodes coming up. Please check us. Every Monday, we release a new podcast. I'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks again for joining us today. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Senior Care Made Simple, an elder care podcast, has been brought to you by Horizon Care Services, your private duty choice in home care in South Florida. For more information on acquiring home care assistance, visit horizoncareservices.com.